Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to this week's edition of Seen and Not Heard. We are still getting the topics that are most prevalent when you're focusing on what you see and what you hear. But before we get to it, naturally it will be rap beef. We got people that are musically gifted joining us today. So, Swing, who we got here?
Brother Mike Torch.
What's
Back
up,
again?
Torch? Back in the spot?
I'm excited. Thank you guys for having me. This is dope.
Yes, sir. And pardon us on the short notice. Thank you for being so
I was
so
supposed to do PR, but I'm a piece of shit.
I
forgot to hit you up, so yeah.
Solid.
And thank you for clearing your calendar. We got Ajo Saint or
Sir.
Aaron. What's the right way?
Hey, Joe saying it's fine. What's going on, y'all? It's good to be here.
Word.
You know what I'm saying? Talented, poet, rapper.
Event organizer.
Yeah.
There's a few things. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Smart enough to understand Kendrick rhymes. By trade, he's actually an engineer.
He's a scientist before that.
I thought you was literally filling into the rocket scientist stereotypical. Like, yo, you gotta be a rocket scientist. But nah, so he's well astute when it comes to us actually having to go through who's going to make sense to listen to and like not think that you're reaching.
I try not to.
Oh, nah, that shit regular,
Try to keep entendres as snug as possible.
Yo, I seen a whole room of professional podcasters get silenced on a bar that you said you readily knew. So that's that. Oh no, circadian rhythms. They didn't know it.
Oh yeah, anybody knows?
But they said it was fire.
Anybody knows? Circadian is a type of bug that it only emerges every it might be.
They got that. It's supposed to be this year, right? They're supposed to have.
Yeah, you can literally hear them.
Supposed to be,
you can literally hear them in some places. They only emerge every 50 or 100 years, something crazy like that.
Word.
I'm with you, regular nigga.
Yo, put that on the ticker, yo.
Like, nigga, what?
That's what Kendrick was referring to. He don't be outside. He's in his circadian rhythm. When he pops up, you're gonna hear him.
That's ill.
Okay, actually relate. Too bad I didn't get it.
Yeah.
Now I get it hard.
Oh,
That's it. Yo, more points for Kendrick. That's
Real crazy. Fucking bars.
Flex voice. But yeah, as you can see, we are having a good time, and we are here for the possibly one of the best rap battles in history.
Yeah. Like, listen, this shit bogarted our whole plan. We were supposed to do what we been, movie, and then a cultural reaction. Nah, Office Space, you're out of here.
Office
you're out
Space
of
is an
here.
amazing movie, and we'll get to you later. We had to call out for it.
Yeah.
But so does anybody want to? I'm pretty sure at this point, does anybody want to say their favorite? Let's start with your favorite song.
Oh, favorite song?
Yeah, let's go this way.
Not Like Us.
Okay.
It's not like us. It's not like us.
I'm a DJ though. First of all, for the people who are watching, I'm a DJ, so you got my ears a little different. So I get to play with that song forever. So it's just
I like people qualifying why it's their favorite.
Yeah, my reasons would just be the immediate cultural impact, and I'm sure we'll get to that later. But the immediate response, I've been telling you every record that drops, I try not to go on TikTok for at least 24 hours, maybe 2 days.
Okay.
It's still video after video after video. It's either BBL Drizzy, the Distrumental,
fire,
or reactions to Not Like Us, and so.
Okay.
That's my pick.
How about you, sir? Favorite song?
It depends on how I'm feeling. I think Euphoria is crazy. But gut satisfaction, it's actually 616 in LA.
Yo, that's mine.
That's mine.
When you called me, oh man, we was going in, yo. We was going in.
Beat wise and the whole thing's crazy, but the first verse.
First verse is nuts.
He's just bugging out, and it feels like it's mid battle, but it feels like a victory lap.
whole voice is so soulful. Don't you agree? Like that's how I felt when I heard the beat on 616 in LA.
My man's called me on lunch break and was like, "This is what I'm talking about." I was like,
because the thing is like, okay, so if you timelining that, we're looking at Tuesday, Euphoria drops.
Yep.
And I'm like, yo, I try my best not to be a person that hates something that's not for me. So Euphoria is not for me.
I think that's the track that set it off.
It's not that
I
it's
think
bad.
everything was light until then. Like, shit. Like,
so whenever I say anything that may come off disparaging, I'm only talking about my personal opinion of it, but I'm not talking about, like, I also still consider what the masses think or what the larger groups of people think. So Euphoria is not for me. I said at that time, if Kendrick does have the slow writing problem, I wish that he divided it. Because I was like, oh, it'd be great to hear that. Was that Teddy? That's Teddy Pendergrass.
Yeah, the first
Yeah.
beat, Teddy
So I was
Pendergrass.
like, yo, I wish you would have extended that probably another 16 and just dropped that on some Charged Up, and then split it and then did the second beat because I'm thinking like he's gonna vanish. From what I've known to that point, I'm like, oh, he's gonna vanish. He's not gonna have an onslaught of music to continue up this pace, and I don't want. That was at the time when I said I don't want Drake to outpace him. I don't want Drake to have more raps than him. So I was like the 6-minute song at that time. I'm like, oh man, you could cut that up. Like, trust me, like they'll be fine with 2 different 3-minute tracks. Everybody will be fine. Obviously, I was wrong, but I'm only using the information prior,
Right.
and assuming,
Right.
you know. So
I think it's fair to say, I think we all kind of were in that.
that's the reason why I believe Kendrick gets more points for that, because everybody was expecting that. And we got the complete opposite.
Showed up.
yeah, I mean, as a hip hop fan, I'm happy. Just like that, there was that output of music
Bro, they kept us fed. Yeah.
that he didn't waste. He didn't waste.
Whoa.
He didn't waste the 19 days.
Oh, no, not at
Or
all.
was it? Like, his was 17, 19.
I think it was like a like 17-day turnaround, some
and I
shit like
think
that.
Drake's
Yeah.
was.
I thought
Around
Drake's
the
was
same,
like
yeah.
17. I thought Kendrick was
It's
like 11.
20 no, one of them's 22, one of them's 14, 17.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I know Kendrick's was actually shorter, no pun. Oh my God, it's terrible.
Drake fan over here.
Not at all.
He's an agent. Are you the mole?
Never.
Is it the break? Nah, I'm chilling. I had to. Yo, Katsky told me I had to get at you.
Because I have braids?
Yeah, he's like, you gotta say it.
Get it twisted.
Oh, man.
Is it the braids?
Yeah, blame him.
Nah, but I'm telling you, bro, like I really just believe that Kendrick did a masterful job overall of utilizing strategy. I'm a big fan of narrative shaping and rap beats. Like, and like I have to give him credit for utilizing fact and or fiction, because I'm not sure. And he did a great job of utilizing the theory of where there's smoke, there's fire.
Yeah, I agree. 100%.
Because Drake has a lot of smoke
In his repertoire.
when it comes to what he alleged. And I told you, there's a fine line between illegal and creepy. And just because you didn't do something illegal does not mean you're not creepy. That nigga Drake has shown himself to be creepy.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
I think
Like,
we
just
all
because
agree
he
on
didn't break
that.
the law.
I think it's pretty
like,
unanimous.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
just because he didn't break the law, like a lot of stuff that he was doing to teeter the line, I don't see myself doing.
Yeah, no. If you seen one of your homies do half the stuff he did, yeah,
what do you
absolutely
We're
not.
not homies.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. If I care about you, I'm gonna check you. But if you do it again, it's like
Oh yeah, no. This
mean, if I
that
care-
that
we
wasn't a
gotta separate
mistake.
from buddy.
If I care about you, then it's past tense. I used to.
Word.
I'm gonna leave you alone.
Word.
Because guilty by association is a thing, and like you gotta have some morals and principles about certain things.
Yeah, dead ass. Family members too. Get the fuck out of here.
Nah, for sure.
Fuck.
So like, I mean, I don't really like using that word lightly, but yeah, Kendrick went crazy. But I mean, okay. Oh man, I'm sorry, I'm disjointed, but I'd love for us to go from the beginning. What do you consider the beginning? What do you consider the beginning?
Like that.
Like the beginning. This is
I know.
if it's the beginning, it's control.
Not okay. Beginning in not the 10 years of this.
Because people say first person shooter.
That's my beginning.
First person shooter would be the beginning.
I rock with that.
That's my
I rock with
beginning.
first
I'm
person.
saying like that.
even though there's not like egregious bars on first person shooter, but it's just like Kenny's just in his cave, hears the echo of that shit, and he's like, oh no.
He responds to that. Yeah. He responds to first person shooter.
With like that. Also,
But
like,
I feel like it's just one of those things where there's just another song that they just doing the same thing that they always do.
Oh no, that's why I think Kendrick definitely suffered from a case of FOMO. Like, and just kind of being like he was kind of like, yo, I don't want to do it. Oh, y'all still did it without me? I'm mad. Like, and I was like, bro, come on, man. Like, they hit you, and you was like, nah, I'm not with it. It's like if you hit your friend, if like say you and Caskey hit me and was like, yo, we about to go to the bar tonight, and I'm like, nah, I ain't trying to go, and y'all still going. I'm like, word? Without me? The nerve of you. Like I'm like, and then I'm gonna come out and be like, niggas want to go to the bar. Yeah. I was like, why are you mad, my nigga? Like,
but the thing with that is, and like niggas know I'm probably be caping for Kendrick a lot.
Yeah, I know it's gonna happen.
But like,
I think we on the same page.
But like, he called him out by name.
Yeah,
he got called out by name.
I get that.
And like, there's almost a decade's worth of just friction that whole time.
Yeah. Oh no,
like,
the smoke is built on something.
Yeah, so it's like, all right, you're gonna reach out for a feature, and I don't know Drake, but if I had any understanding of Drake, I'm pretty sure Drake didn't say anything about what they were going through in the past, and just sent out the request.
Kendrick said that.
Yeah,
he said like we got some things we gotta speak about before any of that would happen. So yeah, like that's a fact.
Yes, that's the only thing I'm gonna cape for Kendrick for in terms of that conversation.
No, yeah, he had that bar about that. You can't work with me no more. That's okay.
He's such a fucking child, man.
Yeah. I mean, he was great with the voice inflections because Ross didn't pull that off. No, like he tried to when he did the
Ross is a comedian.
Got more money than you. Like, you know, but he could. His voice was too bassy.
You had to look for it. Like
his voice was too bassy to pull off the mocking tone that Kendrick did when he was like, "You don't want to work with me no more." Okay, like, you know what I mean. But to me, that's round one, and they cancel each other out.
Who's winning?
First person shooter and like that.
I don't count either.
Versus like that.
I don't count them because they cancel each other out. But I'm gonna tell you why.
I don't feel like those are quote unquote disses. I feel like they definitely are the foundation for the story, but I don't think they're disses.
It's like a thesis.
They didn't say anything crazy in first person shooter. Some people say Cole talking his talk on there was kind of sunning these guys a little bit.
I said it to you.
Saying how there's a big three, but I feel like Elijah won and all that good stuff.
Numero uno.
Yeah, like
I'm number one. And then he said, he feels like Muhammad Ali. Ali, standard phrase, I'm the greatest.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, he's in code saying, like, he's already trying to separate himself at that point.
Exactly.
Like, my reason for canceling them out is the best part of like that is Metro. The best part of first-person shooter is J. Cole. None of them have to do with this beef at this point. So I don't count. So those cancel each other out to me.
So wash.
That's how I end up at, okay, don't count that round. That's how I get.
I'll accept that. Plus, Drake's part in first person shooter isn't great.
It's terrible.
It's not.
Yeah, no.
It's terrible.
Charlene.
It's terrible.
Claudine. Shut that shit up.
His part in first person shooter is terrible, and honestly, Kendrick's part is not bad, but Metro is the star of that song.
Yeah,
crazy.
I didn't think he really went off like that.
That's what I'm saying.
Like that. I didn't think that.
That's my point.
I thought it's a good verse. The Pet Sematary joint is dope. Him, not Big Three is Big Me. That's dope.
It was really.
Matter of fact, we should add a disclaimer for this whole thing. If something is trash, we'll say it's trash. But for the most part, all the rapping is good.
Yeah, I don't think anything's trash.
Yeah, these dudes rapped, yo.
I don't think anything's
trash. Like I said,
trash.
we're fed.
Oh yeah.
I said the worst two bars that I've heard so far. The worst two bars was "Split Your Pants" and "Chip a Nail." Like, and those go against Drake. I don't care what nobody says. Those are horrible bars. Like horrible.
If we're gonna talk about it overall, then the owner of the highlights for this battle would be Kendrick, and the owner of the lowlights would be Drake.
Kendrick is winning every category you're supposed to be winning. He's winning the streams. He's winning the internet. He's winning the clubs.
Yeah, the stuff that we wouldn't normally count, but it's like so aggressively obvious that he's killing them. Like, have you guys seen the and we're gonna talk about this song because I do not like this song at all. The like to dislike ratio on the Heart Part 6.
Oh man, they're killing it. It's over a million dislikes.
Those could be bots. Like
Could be.
It could be.
I didn't want to say it. I'm glad you said
it could be, but from and that's what I was talking about in regards to Springfield having their own opinion and the rest of the world having their own opinion on that song. Everybody in Springfield was saying that song is dope, that song's crazy, etc., etc. Everybody else is like, nah, that's not it.
I like it.
What, the Heart Part 6?
Yeah.
I like the beat. I like the now this is something that they don't do with like with Drake. They don't look for hidden meanings, but I mean like to Let Me See You Prove It. When you add the Aretha Franklin story, like they did the whole thing with Teddy Pendergrass. It was like, but I'm like, oh, why y'all don't do that? But I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I don't care. I don't care about Drake enough to defend all that.
That's what actually made me change my tune was digging and understanding what the hell Drake was saying. I was like, oh, what song was it the first? Oh, Push Ups. And I was like, this shit is whack. Like, he's only talking about him being short. And then after that, just seeing a bunch of pods and seeing what people were explaining what the hell he was saying, I was like, oh, nah, he was actually spitting.
No, Kendrick. I mean, no, not Kendrick. Drake wasn't a slouch on Push Ups.
Nah, yeah, he was spitting. He was spitting. He was spitting.
But and if we're talking about out of order, but music for music matches, I don't have him winning the up-tempo battle with Push Ups.
No.
The up-tempo battle would go to Not Like Us.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
That's why I say, like, when I think of every area where Kendrick wins, I'm like, I don't have him winning the strategy battle.
Absolutely.
Wins the strategy
Oh,
battle.
absolutely not. The thing with Drake, like, Drake is... He says he's this war general and things of that nature. I don't think he's not as strategic as he wants to be. He's clever, he's cunning, but he's not strategic. Like
and he's not as original as I thought he was at one point.
Yeah.
And the reason I say that is because he created a schedule and he was able to be figured out. Like Kendrick wasn't able to like he didn't think Kendrick was gonna, in his head Kendrick was following him.
right.
So he dropped, like in his head, he's like, okay, cool. Like I dropped, then later that week, I dropped Tailor Made. I forced him outside. He dropped on Tuesday. He's gonna follow me, and he's gonna and he just dropped 616. He had no idea that he was gonna drop, and then he was gonna drop right after. He didn't expect that.
Right.
Like he thought he delivered a kill shot. I mean, even if you listen to like the arrogance at the end, like you know what I mean, like whomever heard it the way that you need to hear it, then you're dead. You know what I mean? Like he and all the you're dead stuff at the end. Like it's like he was talking larger than he actually was, but I think he was also trying to convince himself that he was more confident than he was in the situation.
Nah, I don't think that's true. I really think he thought he was up.
You think so?
Yeah, I really thought.
I think
he really thought that was gonna win everybody over.
Oh, Family Matters?
Yeah.
I
three different beats.
I think the joint was 7 minutes long. He had a whole video. He's destroying a van that looks like Kendrick's old van.
The misinformation.
I can't believe people are like, yo, it wasn't the same model. I'm like, yo, you know
It was hard.
You said it.
It was so dope.
I got robbed at the new Ho Kim, but now I'm here eating. Bro, you ain't ate Chinese food, hood Chinese food in fucking years, nigga. Like you know what I'm saying? Like
He had the owner. He had the owner.
I like to play though. I like to play.
Rightfully so. I'm just saying, like, yo,
But
bro, I didn't make $1 billion to.
That was supposed to be his
still
nuke.
get the wing.
That was supposed to be his nuke that acronym we're talking about, right? Do we think that was supposed to be his nuke that like Ack and the whole industry was talking about?
That was definitely the red button.
Because it's just how the play was, and just for me, like push-ups, I think I was pretty outspoken on push-ups. Like it didn't like wow me like that. I'm like, okay, it's Drake. He's rapping. He's doing what he normally does. Family Matters is the 2.0 version of that, in my opinion. The beat switches was cool. Beats was hard. The beats was hard on Family Matters, yo. He's rapping more aggressive, but you're not rapping only at Kenny. Even though, it could be 70-30 split, 70 towards Kenny, the other 30. But I just felt like the other 30 was hard going at Rocky and fucking.
Yo, he spazzed on Ross.
His effort wasn't focused.
And now every single time you play that, listening to it, that's where I drift off. Every single time that it switches and he starts talking about Ross now, even though I know he's spazzing, I don't pay attention. I get lost.
I think Drake thought that was his, because maybe he thought it was checkmate. It was check for about 35 minutes.
It was amazing. It was an amazing moment. We all discussed beforehand where we were at when this happened. And I was finishing up some schoolwork and I was just checked Instagram real quick and it literally said Family Matter dropped 2 minutes prior. I was like, nope, I'm sitting my ass right down right now, and I was going crazy on Facebook, everything, because the Crushing the Van is just hilarious. I like comedy. I love comedy, so that's just funny. That is hilarious. It's something. It's hilarious. And then to do it in Toronto, it's like, oh my god, like it's just a play with everything. Yeah, it was just funny. It was just great. And I was just like, oh my god, finally, because I don't like singing Drake. I like rapping Drake. Okay. And I'm like, we got Drake rapping. Like, let's go. I'm going off on Facebook. Yo, I said, finally, we got it. And then.
On your shit, yo.
I think watching Mike on Facebook, minute by minute, be excited for one versus the other. Might have been one of the funnier parts.
Yeah.
They was like, yo, didn't you just say? He's like, yeah, that's how I felt 3 minutes ago.
It's so true. Okay, can we talk about that though? Because I don't like when people act like that. Like, why can't I like both? Why can't I feel all this? Like, it's because why can't I?
Gang violence.
No,
it's just rap beat.
I think a lot of people see the artist in themselves.
Yeah,
like a lot of people got a picture. Y'all know the Dexter's Lab meme with he's in the locker talking about I failed you. People got pictures of Drake there.
Stun on these niggas.
Nah. And literally, I once I played that Kendrick.
Show them the way.
Meet the Grams was like, we haven't even said Meet the Grams one time.
No.
And then once I heard that, it was just like, yeah, I don't even feel any type of way about this Drake. Because I was like all happy and excited. And it went from that to just mean mug, just like, oh.
Yo, the contrast in those tracks, bro.
Do you have a story of when the release happened? I got mine, so.
I was half asleep.
You were asleep.
I was literally
What time did it drop?
It was like
11.
Yeah.
About midnight.
Okay.
11 to midnight.
Okay, so Tashawn, shout out to Tashawn. Tashawn texted me, me and Lamar at like, it might have been like 12:30 a.m. So like a few, like half hour after they dropped, he posted both of them. And I was like, yo, Drake dropped? He said they both dropped. I was like, what?
Yeah.
And I listened to them in order. And obviously Drake was going off, watching the video, like that's smart, it's strategic. I like it. He's building a story, all that. But then when you
lyrics on the screen, like he wants you to know,
yeah,
like
you're not gonna miss a beat.
I want you to know, I'm saying everything I'm saying.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He put all them extra E's and day free as well, like.
But I was like, who the fuck is that?
he was overly intentional and how intentional he was with that specific song makes me know it was the nuke.
That's definitely the nuke.
Like, because nothing else had that much effort applied.
As well as from that to the hard part 6, was it 48 hours or something like that? Yeah. Like I feel like he definitely wrote that over the weekend. He wasn't prepared for that, but y'all know Kendrick had a Batman contingency plan. File cabinet full of files just in case.
Like I'm pretty sure Kendrick has about 20 songs that are just wasted.
1, 2,
like, you know what I mean? Like a very fork in the road approach.
Yeah.
Like it's like, you want to go this way, I'm gonna go this way. You want to go that way, I'm gonna go that way.
That's how I felt.
It seemed like he was overly prepared. And it's like, yo, I'll write 10 songs that I waste just to be overly prepared in case you like. So if you don't go that way, that 10 doesn't even.
How do
you go this way, this batch, and and don't get me wrong, there's overlap. You know what I mean? Like it's like, yo, like I was saying earlier, like, you know, like it'll be like, oh, the first 2 verses, like very general, on target but general stuff, and then you wrap it with a very specific 3rd verse that makes people feel like, oh man, like he's been on him the whole time. It's like, yes, he has, but he has a general overall feeling against, like they have general overall feelings against one another. Which means you write millions and millions of bars to that general feeling.
Absolutely. You probably got a few templates.
And then you specify to make it seem more measured. So people are like, oh man, he heard that and he ran to the booth. Like, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just logical. That's why I said, like, and I know Ross ain't supposed to get too much credit, but Ross's made the most sense to me as far as real time. If you've been around somebody to actually hear something, write something, record something, gets it out. Like, I was like, yo, that 2 hours
That shit was documented
quick.
on X stream.
I was like, yo, that 2 hours was quick. Like when you think of it, like you know what I mean. Like the 40 minutes, unfortunately, is unrealistic. It was ready, and like he added to it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's ready. Like you probably get like an 8. Like add an 8.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like and then just like okay, like because if you listen to like we can listen to Meet the Grams and see that like it was like it's not specific outside of the name. The name after you go to Family Matters to call it Meet the Grams is what makes it seem so measured.
Is there or
and to
is
drop it
there
a half an
not a
hour
mole?
later.
Is there or is there not a mole?
I believe there is.
I think two things are happening.
Me too.
I
Go
think
ahead. I want to hear your two.
because he contradicted himself, and I'm like, why is he contradicting himself?
Oh, you talking about Drake, aren't you?
Yes.
Yep, I know exactly what you about to
he
say.
said the niggas that told you shit are pussies or whatever. They're for clowns.
He said they're clowns.
He said they're clowns, but then he said we fed you
But
information.
we're the one that was feeding you info. It's like,
So, but I think what happened
I'm
is
so happy you say it.
Kendrick probably got information from somebody else,
Oh, I don't think that. Okay, go ahead.
but also they sent. How else did he think that there was a kid over there if he doesn't have a kid?
All right, I'm a credit.
I think both happened.
I'm a credit the source of Anthony Fantano. He said, and I really don't even watch dudes like that. Like
I don't even know who that is.
Music,
Yeah,
he like
internet's
does
biggest
live
music
reviews
nerd.
and
I know him.
Yeah. So
He don't like nothing.
said
he hates Drake.
he hates everything. That's why it's hard to listen to him. But you know what I mean? Like he's like almost like a music snob, as opposed to just like a person that's an analyst.
Yeah.
But I believe that he said something like, "Oh, that'd be easy to prove. If you were sending Kendrick on this dummy mission, why wouldn't you have the dude that did it be like, yo, about to go show Kendrick this weak ass suitcase, and then just have it like, and then be able to just throw that in your story."
Yeah. Charlamagne
And
said
I
the
was
same
like,
shit.
that would make sense. But if, like, let's say if Drake, I'm gonna use somebody that Kendrick has dropped his name, Chubbs, somebody that's known to be next to Drake. Let's say Drake and Chubbs actually was like, yo, homie's actually like on both sides, and they fed him.
The wrong information.
They fed him the fake info. Like they left it, like they planted it for him to be like, oh, I'm about to grab that and give it to Kendrick. And then he gave it to Kendrick. Because that would make sense for him to say, we set you up with the info and that nigga's a clown.
That makes sense.
That's the only way that line makes sense. But I hate going that in depth through it.
Yeah, it's
'cause I feel like I'm
it's
reaching.
confusing. Like, I didn't know.
The thing with that is, I felt like if there was like, and this could be like Drake just not thinking far enough ahead. If there was really a mole and he was feeding Kendrick information, he should have had something that was able to drop like Saturday or right after Meet the Grams dropped, in order to kind of like double down on, hey, I knew, instead of just posting on his story, where's my daughter?
That was the most. That was the most white boy response I've seen. Like this whole battle is like, and it's like this too. Like, yo, Brody, come on, man, come on, man.
Yeah, that was my first like little inkling that Drake is losing this battle, because the same shit happened during the Pusha T battle. As soon as Adidon came out with the blackface cover and all this shit, instead of talking about the raps, that was a passion project I did for a friend of mine back in da-da-da-da-da, and da-da-da. Nobody cares, bro. You're caught with blackface. Get
I didn't
the
see
fuck
him
out
do
of
that.
here.
You're a black man with black.
In my opinion, the way Drake conceded his concession speech in the notes category for Story of Adidon, like I ain't see him do that for Kendrick. I haven't seen him look like he's ready, but I haven't seen the concession speech.
I just didn't like.
Only thing that
I just
was
didn't
close-
like the
it's corny.
Yeah. Oh, if I had an 11-year-old, please somebody find her. I'm like, oh nah, he's the one. He's spiraling. Yeah, like because like yo, I don't want to show that type of emotion. Just put it on wax, yo.
Yeah.
Put it on
Back
wax.
to narrative shaping. Like yo, Kendrick saying he was spiraling. Like, yo, he just like
We know
flipped-
Drake to be emotional.
No, but I think I don't even think that's like that. Like I just think he flipped what we've loved about Drake in battle.
What's
We
that?
love the back to back.
Oh, how
People love-
aggressive he
like
is.
people love that he doubled up on me.
Yeah, I mean, like,
charged up,
aggressive
put
as
another
in
song.
continue
I waited
to
4
put out
days,
stuff.
Where y'all at?
Yeah.
Like you know what I'm saying? Like he took it away. Like made him seem out of control. Made him seem like he was paranoid. Like I'm like, and then he actually did it. Then he dropped 3 songs, and I'm like, but Drake did say he was spiraling back. And then they're like, oh, you're reaching. I'm like, This is the thing that makes me hate objective. But the people that aren't objective.
The thing with that is, in the beginning, Drake was like, "Where you at? Drop." Kendrick drops, and now all of a sudden, you're doing too much. You obsessed now.
No, give him credit for all of being wrong. He said, "As soon as you drop, I'm on the loose, and that didn't happen.
It didn't happen.
Oh
yeah, no. I'm looking at the tracks. It didn't happen.
He's completely wrong. Like he's completely not.
He slept on that.
And if this is over, then cool. But if it's not over, I'm wondering where it's gonna go.
I mean, like, if it's not over, who's gonna drop first? You feel like
Kendrick.
I feel like Kendrick's the only one who makes sense, because if you listen to the Heart Part 6, Drake sounds like he's done. He said he's going on vacation. He said you can drop 10 if you want. I'm trying to be in Turks and Caicos.
That's really whack.
So we sending bombs to Turks, yo.
Facts.
Like, yo, I think that. I really think that Drake should drop.
Yeah, he needs to.
Yeah.
Aggressively.
Yes.
Aggressively, and like, I really don't believe that Hard Part 6 is enough.
No.
But
I don't think
at all.
That's just me.
Huh?
First
and
listen.
I don't even think it's good.
He has some bars on there.
Too much explanation.
Yes.
It is.
Yes.
It is.
First listen is
First
good.
listen,
Like,
it was good.
People were hitting me like, "Yo, Drake's in his bag.
First listen,
Drake's
it
in his
was great.
bag."
And then after listening like 4 or 5 times.
Yeah, after listening like 4 or 5 times, it's like, this nigga just said,
musically,
if he was a pedophile, he would have got caught by now, which is a crazy.
Too much explanation. Bars wise, some clever lines in there, but way too much explanation. The thing that is the best part of Heart Part 6, in my opinion, is the move. Because what happens now, like, I'm sorry, but timestamp Drake, yeah, that's cool. Guess what? His mid round is a timestamp. Kendrick's mid round.
Yeah, 616.
It's not on you. It's not on YouTube from him. It's just, you know what I mean? Like, it doesn't live in Kendrick's amount of songs that he put on DSPs.
Right.
Like, so it doesn't really count. It doesn't contradict the timestamp. What happens is the Heart Part. Come on, y'all are Kendrick fans. Like, that's a big thing to y'all.
That's his thing. Yeah.
1, 2, 5 are crazy.
So for the move of taking that, like, Kendrick should have. I said it to you. Kendrick should have did it before him. Kendrick should have did Heart Part 6 and started with Drake's voice.
Okay, but then he would have just said 7.
No. But what I'm saying, 6 is an important number.
I got you.
That's
what you're saying.
So what happens is now if you take that piece off the chessboard for Drake in battle, he can't do it. And that's the only thing I can really give him credit for in that is the fact that, like, yo, this beef will forever be referenced back when you look at the Kendrick Heart series. Because when you think of 6, you got to think of that Drake dropped the Heart Part 6 before him. You could have took that away from him. You had that. You know what I'm saying?
And he's supposed to be loading up for an album too.
Yeah.
He had it.
Yeah.
It was right there.
Yeah.
That's the only thing
I
say.
mean, like you said, I think I listed my favorite parts when I was saying how I felt about the track. The B sharp line, even though people say B sharp don't exist, I'm gonna give it to him.
It does technically exist.
Yeah, people say it don't and it do.
But it's C.
But it's a C note.
Yeah.
And I hate that because it's like, yo, when people say something technical to tell you to shut the hell up, and then you say something even more technical, they're like, whoa, well, look at you being all technical. It's like, yo, stop.
Okay, semantic man.
Semantic writing of everyone. Like, it's like, oh, no, that's saying too much. Oh, no, lying is cool. No, not that lie. I'm like, like,
it's rap.
Everybody's lying.
I'm giving them the B sharp. That was hard. The B sharp.
It was a flip. The flip was hard.
D flat, but D major.
Yeah, the flip was hard. It was hard. It was a hard flip.
Yeah. Naming the song, the beat. And telling Shorty that when he hits her
hit
back,
me back, it won't be like it'll be safe.
It was hard.
Yeah,
like there were moments. Yo, there was like 8 bars of that of explanation that just made it cringe.
Yeah.
No, like, bro.
Yeah.
How you gonna say I'm too famous to be a pedophile in the midst of all of this fuck shit that we got going on in the entertainment
R. Kelly got a writing credit on CLB because of the sample. Like, that's crazy.
Bro. Which, yo, speaking of R. Kelly bars, the fucking Kendrick, yo, you are not alone. So what would Mike Jack do?
Great. Yep.
Hard.
Yeah.
Hard.
That was one of the better.
For those
about what Mike would do.
Facts, yo, for those at home, R. Kelly wrote "You Are Not Alone" for Mike Jack, which ended up being I'm pretty sure it charted on Billboard. but allegedly it's supposed to be about a girl that R. Kelly had, an underage girl that R. Kelly got knocked up and she had to get an abortion. It's real nasty shit, yo. You know, fucking trigger warning, all that shit, yo. But that's heavy. That's heavy, yo.
That's probably the best line ender on all of this.
I heard that shit instant. Sour.
I've been loving all of this, man. There's so many hard bars.
Yeah.
So many, all of it's just
It's a lot.
oh my God.
It's
so
almost
dope.
musical overload.
It is.
It is. It is.
I got the itis.
Too much to digest, but let's attempt to.
When Meet the Grams dropped, I posted like, this is too much to comprehend right now.
Bro.
That's why I only listened to it twice.
The Grams had the same, even though the beats contrast, and I'm just gonna play the beginning. So like how this starts, how like that starts, right? Impact, right? Then we go to Meet the Grams, yo. I'm like, nah.
Shout out to Alchemist.
That's a fact. I knew it was Alchemist as soon as the
Adonis.
nah. Yo, when I woke up and played them back to back, I'm like, okay, we got this high energy Family Matters.
Son.
And then into this, I'm like, now Dear
pay
Adonis, he's talking to him. You know, I know what this record's gonna be. Just
And
how
by,
it
and by
starts.
the way, if you don't understand this now, when you become a man, when you're 18, just run this back.
Crazy.
The Kill Bill
Go back.
references. Yep, go ahead.
Say what you said. Say what you said to me about when you're 18. Uma Thurman.
Oh yeah, the Kill Bill reference. Yeah, so it's like, yo, when Push-Ups dropped,
And then
20v1, Uma Thurman tweeting him.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Say that again. What I missed?
Yeah.
Yeah, Uma Thurman.
That's
So
not
when
reach.
Push-Ups dropped,
That's not
Nah, I
reach.
saw that. I saw when that happened.
She said you want to use the suit.
yeah, you want to use
Yeah,
the suit.
okay.
So then they killed Bill. Remember, she killed somebody in front
Vivica
of the
Fox
child?
in the
Like, if
beginning.
you feel away when you're
Oh,
grown.
shit.
When you're grown, come find me
when
type
you're
shit.
18.
Woo!
Oh shit.
Woo!
Yeah.
We're nasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. That was
Yeah.
tough.
Nuts.
And there's so many things that make sense. That's why when people reach, they piss me off. Because I'm like, give him credit for the ones that are real. Like the ones that hit, like all you're doing is weakening the strength of the other stuff.
The stuff that was
by
intentional,
reaching.
yeah.
Like I'm like, yo, I'm not mad at him. I'm mad at his niggas. His fans piss me off.
We got to talk about 616 next. I don't think we did that on camera.
Oh,
but like,
we good.
Yeah,
Trust
we gonna
me.
be-
We all over.
Yeah, I
Trust
know.
me, yo. We
We are
apologize for any
definitely
level
are.
of being
Everywhere.
disjointed, any level of hypocrisy, any level of anything, because you got to remember all your ranges of emotions as you went through this battle, because it kept going back and forth, back and forth. Oh, this guy's killing. Oh, that guy's killing. For me, I'll probably say that I like Family Matters more than Euphoria.
Yeah, I do.
fair.
I do.
And those are the, like, I mean, you want to look at it.
I'm
They
looking at
both got the
beat-
multiple
similar
beat
beat stuff.
switches. The records are pretty much the same in length. You know what I'm saying? So
I like 616 more than Taylor Made. Those are the Instagram
word,
releases.
real shit.
Yeah.
This is how I mashed them up. Push ups, up tempo. We said it before. Not Like Us beats that.
so what's covering the Heart Part 6 then?
Meet the Grims.
Meet the Grams.
Dark beats. Yeah,
Yeah,
I can fuck with it. Yeah,
talking to
I
the
can fuck
family.
with it.
Yeah,
Talk-
that makes sense. That makes
Yep.
sense. Meet the Grams clears that.
Fucking Spider-Man meme ass rap battle.
I know, for real.
It's too
Yeah, bro.
close.
Are you guys
It's
taking
ridiculous.
away?
When you look at the strategy and the moves, like the craziest part, even though the beat is dark, I really believe the craziest part of Meet the Grams is the timing.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
The play.
He
It's
stepped,
the play.
stepped all over
That
it.
was was the best move of the entire battle.
I think so.
Oh, I didn't tell my story. Yo, bro. So, luckily for me, I was about 30 minutes late on the Drake release. I believe it came out at 11. I didn't see it till about 11:30. So I'm watching it, and like we always talk about it, like I can't really count my first listen as just watching it once. It's like, yo, I'll listen through, then I'll listen again, like, you know, one time for the beat, one time for the beat switches, next time for like the bars. I'm reading it all the way through 'em. And then one of the times during my first listen experience, during that half hour, I'm just like, dissecting. Now I'm at the lyric part. This is the part that's most important to me. Because, like, the beat's not for me, but I have to be objective, so I'm counting it. So I'm listening, I'm like, I can see how people could be bouncing to this. I can see how this is a little amped. Okay, I can see how this kind of rivals the energy of Euphoria. I can see the beat switches, and I'm like counting all of that, I'm reading the words. And in the middle of me reading the words, bling, Kendrick drops.
Get the fuck out of here.
Grams.
And that's like you said, the move is crazy. And I'm like, in my head, again, I'm not trying to like make anybody seem, bigger than what they are, but it's just like, is this nigga Kendrick a fucking like prophet? Is he a ghost?
No.
Is he the boogeyman?
No.
Is he in this nigga's head? Like, is he that cerebral with it?
I think Family Matters was that dope, and he knew that shit was about to fucking go. He was like, nah, push the button right the fuck now. Yeah. We have to stomp on this right now.
Play Meet the Grams.
And it was a great decision.
Let it rock.
It was a great decision, eh?
Because he wouldn't have put that out right then and there. He wouldn't have. He would have held on that.
Okay, all these, none of these talk about Family Matters. It's just the timing of it. I'm trying to see if there's anything that's said outside of the title.
I don't remember. I didn't catch any rebuttals.
The title is this nigga's family.
I think title wise is the only thing that relates.
The title and the
timing
makes the correlation to be like, oh my God, it stepped on that. I'm pretty sure he had a million working titles for this.
Yeah.
Or it could have been like, that's the title regardless, but this is perfect time to drop Meet the Grams.
Yeah.
After you drop Family Matters.
I was low-key thinking that there might have been a world or a situation where he might have named this The Heart Part 6, because it's like, I'm talking to your heart. This is your family. Drake's pretty prideful over his family.
I don't think he would have did that to himself.
No?
Nah. This is his own work for his own albums. The
That's,
heart,
the
heart,
rollout.
yeah.
But I mean, if you want to go back a little bit, I know we're talking about these records, but Heart Part 4, Kendrick is talking real spicy.
He's talking mad spicy.
Yeah.
Some good spice.
Oh my God, curry, fucking
habanero,
ghost pepper, like whatever you want, yo. Like,
bro, him
the Reaper,
crumpling the paper, the mic, crazy.
Jesus. Yeah, man. So
okay,
the question I was about to ask you: are you guys taking away from Meet the Grams now that we found out, or think that he doesn't have a kid?
Nah, I personally, I'm not taking nothing away because I've been screaming, yo, rappers lie every day. Rappers lie every day, and huge Wire fan, say it all the time. I just posted on my story, yo, you go to war on a lie, we fight on that lie. That's once we in it, we in it.
One time for Slim.
One time for Slim, yo. You know what I'm saying? So
I get it. I guess the biggest thing for me is that, I don't care that much about the 11-year-old thing, but I have to credit it for being a lie. I'm not taking points off.
Word.
It's not a major deduction for me.
And I think
it's just
because
filler.
both sides have either misinformation or they're just,
Yeah. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, like, Drake referenced 2 different Kendrick songs and he got the information wrong in both.
Completely.
Good Lord. Yeah.
Like his dad getting robbed. His dad.
Arrogance, lack of study.
It is.
Lack of study, lack of respect for your opponent. Like, you need to respect your opponent enough, not be so into yourself that you think that a person's not formidable. Because now you on the Heart Part 6 at the end, Cop and Please, talk about a person's a formidable opponent. Because what? Because you got punched in the face finally?
Right.
Because at the end of the day, he was formidable prior. Now, if you would say you didn't know his fighting style, I'll give you that. Because we because you gotta think about it. That nigga's not like no matter what we say, you never seen Kendrick in a battle.
No, we haven't.
You seen him poke his chest out. You seen him say, talk crazy. You seen him name drop. You can give him credit for all those things, but you can't say that he was actually in a rap battle that you witnessed.
Right.
So that is why I couldn't really credit it. You know
Absolutely.
This has been lovely. It's been great.
Boy,
Kendrick is outside and Drake is rapping. I'm not complaining at all.
What a time to be alive.
No pun.
Yo, facts. Facts.
Which is mad funny. Speaking of which, on Family Matters, he disrespecting everybody. When it came to Future, it just sounded like he was sad.
Yeah,
his relationship
we
was not
never
the
really
same.
had a falling out. Now that I think of it, like
Let Metro get between us.
Yo, pause. On the letting a Metro go.
Oh, my nigga.
Damn, I'm mad on time. You better be in that fucking Brooklyn apartment giving me a quintuple entendre. Yo, Kendrick gave him everything he asked for, and pause that. Like,
And you ready now, bro?
cut. Oh man, yeah.
And period. Like
A lot of people say.
a lot of people like because
What you see is what you get. It's what you get. Then what you see is what you get.